Ándele. On live from table number 13 at El Mariachi is Wrestle Talk. Let's see what's going on tonight.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time once again. It's Wrestle Talk with Dave Jones, the ever popular one. Good evening, Dave, and welcome to the show tonight. And we're excited about this week's episode. We've had a little snow in the area lately, but tonight it's just warm enough to do Wrestle Talk.
I know, I was having those snowball fights there, and there was enough that I made one really good one, and then when I squeezed it too hard, and whoosh, before I even got it thrown, it was just like. But hey, you know, that's Knoxville for you. One of these days, something will happen, and we'll have more snow.
I think we're going to have more snow and it's going to get cold. I hope I can find a good beanie to wear. But wrestling fans, we've received word, of course, in the last couple of weeks that the Tennessee Wrestling Federation returns on Friday night, March the 18th at 7:30 at Luttrell Park in Luttrell, Tennessee. Of course, we had our Big Daddy Boo Memorial event, which is available by emailing agendavideo1 at yahoo.com. And you can get your copy of that. But that was our last event out there at Luttrell Park, and who knows what in the world could take place this time. Some of our matches have been announced, Dave Jones, and this is exciting to hear. We have, of course, Jay Diddy's entourage coming in, and they're bringing the long-lost distant relative of Lynn Storm, James Storm, the cowboy from Impact Wrestling.
And I've known Glenn Storm for a long time, man.
Yes. I never knew Lynn Storm.
I didn't know that about him, but hey, you know.
But Lynn Storm told me he could put away a beer as fast as James Storm could. So I think that, I don't know if that's true. But of course, he's going to be taking on Tommy Coffey. So we've heard so much about Tommy Coffey here lately, of course, with Jay Diddy and this whole Christmas incident. We'll find out more about that later. But fans, today only this week, of course, different days, different sales. But you can log on to facebook.com. The Tennessee Wrestling Federation TWF page, and there you can find a link to purchase your tickets for TWF Wrestling on March 18th.
That's right, and we'll be having more news coming up later, and as time gets closer there to the March 18th date there, so we'll have a lot of stuff. Joel, got stuff, got to go over here.
Now I noticed this fancy, and you've cleaned it up. You've got it polished a little bit here, and that's very nice. There's a distinctive smell on it.
Zippy kind of worked up a hairball on it, so I kind of had to use some pledge there. So it's kind of a lemony, fresh hairball.
Well, I thought that was you that smelled like a lemon, but it must be this. Oh, well, we got more stuff in here this week. Absolutely. Of course, we have the tie.
I've got to be official here, and
that's a nice tie.
Jerry Garcia tie.
Wow.
And since it's Jerry Garcia, I don't have to wear it like a standardized tie, so. Is that official looking?
That's very nice. Well, all it says is you just have to wear a tie. It doesn't say wear.
That's exactly it there, so. And anyway, I got some news on you-know-who. Jerry Thunder. It's official WIA business, so I'm going to take a more serious tone here. You know, there was a thing happened between he and Rowdy Ronda a couple of weeks back now, and they both were out last week because of wretched up backs because of some trouble they had. But, you know, Rowdy Ronda was not responsible. She was just trying to be a good Samaritan, you know, take care of everybody. Anyway, Rowdy Ronda is still down and out. Not sure about Jerry Thunder, what's going on here, but Joel, I got to put it out there. I found out I did a little shenanigans, as Jerry would call it there, but kind of set him up a little bit there.
You?
Yeah, just a test. I had this guy kind of put out let's call it a hitman.
A hitman.
It had this guy, Hector Salamanca, is the name we use there, to contact Jerry to find out, if he would. And he did.
Oh, wow.
He employed this, excuse me a minute. I had some of that salsa that was real wild.
Yes.
So, anyway, he hired this guy as a hitman.
Yes.
To take out Rowdy Ronda.
Rowdy Ronda. Man, alive.
I mean, it's getting serious here. I was kind of like beside myself. I was like going, is this for real? And he said, yes. He called me up. He put his name out there and his what he might do for him. So he kind of sounded off on it, but he also said he's not sure that Jerry didn't contact others. So now the others, I don't have anything, they're not setups or anything like that. So, I mean, I'm not saying, I don't know. It was never said a hit, let's do the bad stuff or what, however that kind of language goes down. That was never discussed. But, a deal was made. So, sounds like Jerry's kind of serious about that.
Well, I can't wait to hear what kind of deal was made, of course, and there's probably so much more that needs to be uncovered about not only Jerry Thunder, Brandon Stone, the Tennessee Thugs, of course, even going over to the Hard Eggs. All these people need something
those
uncovered.
Things are being worked on, and Rowdy Ronda, I haven't talked to her in a couple of days. I know her back's getting somewhat better. She's been back at work, but last couple of 3 days, just haven't heard from her. But I assume she's still hard at work. I'm trying to get that message to her about what I discovered, because this has been just recent, this week that I found this stuff out. So anyway, had to put that out there. That's our official business.
Yes.
Now, it can be unofficial again here.
Do you really have to put the tie away? Can I wear it tonight?
Sure.
Are you sure? I can be all official tonight? All right. Well, here we go.
You're an official deadhead.
There we go. All right. We'll try it that way for now. Yes.
Now, something else we covered last week, Miss Angel.
Mm-hmm.
This time, graced me with a video conference call. So,
what kind of video, Dave Jones?
Well, just the regular,
Okay.
Not any weird video or anything, but, like a Zoom, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. That hot sauce is hot up here tonight. Man.
So, anyway, she's come to the determination she's still wanting to do this stable thing, with males, females, whoever,
The studs right here.
Studs, a couple of studs. She's put together a package here of. She wants to do it on video. These are going to be like a questionnaire. She wants to do a video questionnaire, and she is going to make a list from that, of her, some people she'll just say they're not in, others are in, and by the March 18th, she's going to narrow it down to just a few finalists there to name her stable at that point.
So we could have a big winner of this whole thing. That would be amazing.
Yeah, there'll be certainly a lead in that, and anyway, but she has that, and that information you can, if you want to participate in that, get with me through either the agenda video at
yahoo.com,
and I'll forward that information. We're working this whole deal out there, but anyway, it's going to be some videotape stuff that we'll do, and she'll be able to watch that. And so
I believe who she might choose might have the nice hair, and of course the nice official glasses and tie and all that stuff. So, and maybe I could become the official one here a little bit. But Dave Jones, so much has been uncovered so far. And by the way, it's been nearly 3 weeks now. You're with the WIA, this official government agency, and we know that you have to keep a low profile and all that, of course. But you've done a great job uncovering all this.
I'm doing what I can, and it's just, one of those things that, I'm rising to the occasion. So, and we got an exciting show coming up here.
Yes.
Got some guests and some more call-in people coming up, I understand.
We do, so we're going to be taking your calls tonight, and we have a guest here tonight, Dave Jones, that's not been on a show since before our Big Daddy Boo Memorial event.
Wow.
So he's not been on the show in a while, so he'll be here tonight and many others. So it's going to get wild, real wild, right here on Wrestle Talk.
Do you care if I throw it to break? I got something special I wanna put out there. It's just for this break. I want to do kind of a memorial. We had a fan, young wrestling fan, 5 years ago today, this very day that we're taping this. She lost her life. She had a viral meningitis and succumbed to it. Her name was Lexi Hudson, and I had the privilege to I knew her family and her mom, sister, and brother, and I had the privilege to know Lexi from probably ages 12 to about 15. That's when they left the area. They went back to Michigan, where they'd come from, and she was Brad Cash was her favorite wrestler.
Oh yes.
And that's something that's a lot of people are experiencing that now. That's the closest thing to one of my children, I guess, departing. I was kind of messed up about that, but I just would have given anything had I got to know her as an adult. But that was not to be. She lost her life at 17. That was 5 years ago today. So I got a little kind of a memorial piece I want to put out there, just so some people can see her having fun at wrestling shows and in her life there. So if you don't care, it'd be all right if we...
Oh, certainly. We're going to go to that video right now in remembrance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wrestle Talk. What a lovely memorial that was, Dave Jones. And I was sitting here next to you as you were talking about this, and my emotions definitely went up, and I really appreciate the memory of this young lady.
They did me for all 5 years, and the rest of my life, I guess. But look at these guys.
We can't believe what we're seeing tonight. Joining us for the first time in a long time, of course, is one half of your TWF Tag Team Champions, Lance Blaze, and then, of course, your former TWF Intergender Champion, Jay Diddy. Lance Blaze, welcome back to the show. First thing I got to ask is, where in the world have you been?
A little bit of everywhere. I'm a very busy man. My schedules are tight. I've been doing a lot of work for the fans and things like that. I'm here tonight, and that's what matters. And I've heard all these people giving Dave a hard time, these Tennessee thugs.
The Tennessee thugs.
Whatever they are. Dave, you could take them with one hand tied behind your back and one leg.
Well, if I can get them.
If I need to send you a real bodyguard, let me know, because I've got a real one right here. Now, I keep him with me for that reason.
He helped us out one night.
He is the baddest man And he entered. We actually they used to have that contest in Knoxville with the world's baddest man.
Yeah.
I entered him in it. He's the 2-time champion there.
The 2-time. How about that?
Yeah.
Double bad.
That's right.
I love it.
He's the real deal. He ain't that
hear
fake
you.
stuff. I got you back, though. Don't worry.
I
Anyways,
appreciate
let's move on to
Great
the
stuff.
fact that March 18th, what a sweet day it is that me and my partner are going to put our tag team titles on the line against the Heartaches. And I think, from what I understand from the commissioner and speaking with him, it's going to be a 6-man tag. Myself, Lynn Storm, and J-Mac, which is a heavyweight champion. All belts are on the line against the Heartaches and their partner. Okay?
Okay.
Let me tell you what's going to happen that night. It's going to be an end of an era.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
They try to cheat us. They lie. They steal. They want those tag team belts.
That's true. They steal.
You know, they talk about it. It's time to be about it. Because when I get them in that squared circle, there's going to be nowhere to run. You know why? It's going to be a lumberjack match.
Oh, man.
A lumberjack
A
match.
lumberjack match, yes. Even better stipulation. Fans bring the belts.
What? That's dangerous, Dave
So if
Jones.
one of them
He's
try
already
to
getting
run-
his belt ready over
That's right.
here. What in
If
the
one
world?
of them try to run,
Dave Jones.
one of them try to run and the match is not over, they have every right to strap myself, my partners, or my opponents with that belt all the way back in there. But there's one thing I can promise you. I won't be getting strapped that much because I don't run. It's not in my blood to run, okay? There's no yellow streak up my back. This is the real deal sitting right here.
You got that right, man.
Tell him, Joe.
Well, he's got his belt ready, and he's ready to whoop the Tennessee Thugs and the Heartaches and everyone else. With fans, we've heard about this, of course, March 18th event. It's going to be in Luttrell, Tennessee, Luttrell Park.
What?
Lance Blaze, Lynn Storm, and J-Mac, the Tribe, with their manager, Jay Diddy.
Yeah.
Jay Diddy, welcome to Wrestle Talk tonight.
Okay.
And I believe we're going to have you on a little bit later, but you are the protection of us, and then
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Lance
right.
Blaze maybe a little.
That's right.
But we're glad you
Lynn
guys are
Storm
here
says, Lynn Storm says, Heartaches, don't sing it, just bring it. Save your drama for your mama.
You heard
want
it.
some, come get some.
Man, Lynn,
All right, I told him, buddy.
he's my
Get
guy.
it
got
on
you.
like Donkey Kong.
Try. He said, let's get it on like Donkey Kong.
Well,
Woo!
he's been doing that since the Tri-State days, and so have you, Lance Blaze.
We've
and,
been doing it since been doing it.
and Dave has this
I'll be
belt, and
naked
I'm a
here
little
before.
nervous now.
I hope he
Here,
brings
let's
that
see.
belt on March 18th.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Ow!
Lumberjack match. And the titles are on the line. If we lose, the Heartaches are your tag team champions and their partners are heavyweight champion.
Other matches, of course, coming up that night. We'll have the one and the only, the working man, Jacob the Hammer Rayner, and he's going to be taking on Rocky Rivers. And by the way, Lance Blaze, last week we had a visit from Rocky Rivers right here on the Wrestle Talk set, and he ate up every tortilla chip in the place last week. It was
Not
bad.
surprising.
Yeah.
Not surprising.
What a
But
guy.
I will say this. Both of those young men right there have a bright future ahead of them.
Yes.
They're really good talent. They need to keep working on their craft, keep doing what they're doing. I worked for Rayner's father a few times.
Yes.
But they both got potential. That is another big match coming up, a special grudge match. We'll see how it goes. I couldn't, put my money on either or. I've got my own match to worry about anyway, but that'll be a good match for the fans. Another good match is my boy back here is going for his intergender championship belt back.
He could be the winner of that title.
Now, there is a stipulation in that. If he wins, Violet Adams never gets another shot at that title.
What?
End of an era.
It's in.
Wow.
So it's going to be an end of an era, and you've mentioned that during your match, and you've not told us any about that. But so when Jay Diddy wins this match, or if Violet wins this match, either one of them could be the women's champion for life. For
The intergender champion.
Yes.
Yes, because if for some reason, which ain't going to happen, he's a well-oiled machine. For some reason, if Diddy loses, he never gets a shot at that title again.
Yep.
It's done.
Well, what a match that's going to be. And, of course, Lance, we have so many others, including the Tennessee Thugs. And do we even have to mention them tonight? Of course, we've uncovered all this. Have you heard all this stuff from
Yes,
Rowdy Ronda?
I've heard from all of them goofs and
Sherry's just
Jerry
outrageous.
Thunder and White Scorpion and Frankie Lane. Let me tell you something, boys. Okay, this ain't Morristown. This ain't Granger County. This is Union County. You come up here talking all that stuff, you're gonna get yourself hurt. Okay, we are guaranteed to make you wish you had never, ever stepped a foot in this town. Do you understand that? You better learn. You better learn real quick. Who's their opponents anyway that night?
The Tennessee Thugs, of course, will be taking on K-Maga.
Oh, yeah.
Then,
K-Maga and...
of course, we have Tane Freeman.
Tane Freeman, yeah.
Yes, with K-Maga. And what a match that's going to be. Of course, we saw K-Maga at the last event.
Is it K-Maga or K-Muga?
I think it's K-Muga, K-Maga. It's pronounced differently, but...
All right, well, that'll be a great match, too.
Yeah, but I don't remember which one.
There's another big surprise that night, and not a lot of people know. The USA, the U.S. title, TWF U.S. title, has been vacant for a while.
Yes.
The winner of Tom Coffey's match and James Storm will declare who the TWF U.S. champion is.
Well, this is breaking news tonight. So
I was talking to the commissioner on the way in. He said it's been vacant for over a year now, 365 days. So the winner of Tom Coffey and James Storm will be your TWF U.S. champion.
Now, my question for you is because, of course, we learned from Jay Diddy last week that James Storm is a long-lost relative of Lynn Storm.
Right, he is.
Could this mean that maybe James Storm is connected to the tribe somehow?
Oh, he is. We just don't tell a lot of people.
Well, this is breaking news
He was.
tonight.
Let me tell you, it was easy as this. It was a phone call away for my dude. Okay, a phone call away. Who knows? James Storm may walk out. You're reigning, defending, and current TWF U.S. champ, or it may be Tom. What's his name?
Tom Coffey.
Anyways, Jabronieville Coffee.
The Iron Bear.
I'm telling you, he keeps getting in the way of my dude here. It's gonna be a bad day. He'll hit him like a train.
Well, of course, we've heard it from Lance Blaze.
He'll wreck him
tonight,
like a wrecking ball.
And I've seen Lance
He
Blaze.
will mess his world up.
They've done
He
that
does
a
not
lot.
play.
Yes. Well, Jay Diddy and Lance Blaze are rough and tough, and they're ready for action on Friday night, March the 18th.
Excuse me,
Dave
sir.
Jones,
Sir.
what's going on here?
Sir, call him Mr. J. Diddy.
Mr. J. Diddy,
I'll smack him.
excuse me. Yes, Mr. J. Diddy.
Yes, thank you.
Mr.
Dave Jones, I've missed you though, man. How are you?
Me, you too.
Your hair's gotten grayer. I like it.
Well, you know,
It's a new style.
Both of them.
It was pink a while back. Just
It
saying.
was, yeah. You mentioned, now tell me, what do you know about Pink Panthers? Am I supposed to be fighting that thing or something crazy like that?
Oh, Lord.
I get involved in a bunch of.
Don't worry, I got your back though.
Well, this is mistaken for some kind of smoking device, but this is actually a Pink Panther mist. So it's kind of like a smoking device. You do this, and you blow it out, and it keeps the Pink Panther away. We were actually talking about that before we went on the air.
I'm
but
glad
that's
he's
all
not
right.
here because I'd
I
hate
don't
to
care
kill
if it
the
makes
Pink
him
Panther.
mad.
But anyway,
Well, Lance Blaze, what a night that's going to be. Dave Jones and I will be at ringside. Speaking of being at ringside, we were at ringside for the Big Daddy Boo Memorial event, and what a night that was. We saw the Bull Run Brawl. Remember that, Dave Jones?
I do, man. It's awesome.
I remember it well.
Not only did Lance give a drop kick, but he also took Trip out into the souvenir stands, over in the seating areas. What a night that was.
Did you see that excellent camera work there? That was
great.
And it went from one and it
That
kind
was
of
great.
overlapped, and then it was.
That's because
man,
Agenda
it's-
Video is the best.
Absolutely.
You can't get any better than that. So I mean, all credit goes to them on that. That's Agenda Video.
Speaking of the Big Daddy Moo Memorial event, that is
Big
an
Daddy
annual-
Moo.
Big Daddy Moo
That's
Memorial
a B.
event. Big
B-O-O.
Daddy Boo, B-O-O.
If he was here right now, he'd smack you upside
He
your head.
would, big
The
time.
news racket.
Yes.
We are beginning to plan our next Big Daddy Boo Memorial event. That's going to be coming up in October at Luttrell Park. And this time around, there's going to be so many memorable folks there that wasn't at the last one, and it's going to be a great night. We're going to start
It is.
planning
It
that
is.
soon.
Also, March 18th, the Forsaken Angel Guild's going to be there.
Yes.
Also, Trip will be there. And have we talked about the return coming back to Union County, Tennessee, the full Nelsonizer.
Nelsonizer.
Coming from Tampa, Florida, back
that
to
guy.
Union County. Him and I used to be tag team partners Him and I butted heads, went against each other. Great competitor.
Oh, he's awesome, man.
He called me up. He said, I hear TWF's back in business. And he goes, I want to be a part of it. And, of course, what I do, I gave, hey, open hand. Let's go. Open the door. And he's looking forward to it. He's looking forward to seeing all of his fans that he hasn't seen in years. Nelson Iser is going to be doing an interview that will be played on next week's TV show that Agenda Video will have. So definitely we'll have the interview from him, Violet Adams. And have you all let them know who the new commissioner of TWF is?
We haven't. So this is going to be breaking news.
It's retired wrestler Billy Marshall.
What? Retired wrestler?
Whoa.
He is the commissioner. We wanted somebody in
That's
TWF.
news.
The board of directors met this past week. They wanted somebody that would rule with an iron fist, somebody that knows about the business, somebody that's firm, fair, and consistent. And guess what? Billy Marshall came to mind.
He's got all those.
He's got all those qualities. He's been everywhere. He's traveled all around the world. And he's going to make sure things are done right. He's already been putting rules into place, stipulations into place. He's signing them and sending it out. And if they don't like it, they hit the door. It's that simple. So I'm excited about it myself. I have no problem with Billy Marshall and being the commissioner. I think it's going to do a great job. He'll be there to talk to you fans on March the 18th. I think JoJo and the board of directors done a great job on this one.
Most certainly, and Billy Marshall is one of those intimidating individuals that I wouldn't want to cross him in dark alley.
Real quick story on my first time ever meeting Billy Marshall, the Demon.
The Demon.
I was a
That's
little
Sonny's
kid at
favorite
a wrestling show, and he was carrying around his little belt, and he was working for Terry, that guy. But anyways, so he had his little wrestling belt with him, and he was coming through the crowd, and I went and spit on him. He drops the belt. The plastic belt they were using, fake belt, breaks, and he comes running over there at me, and I was like,
Uh-oh. Hello.
wow, I've really done it now. And then he gave me 5.
Oh, man, alive. I would have been scared to death.
That sounds like Bill
There was a
Marshall.
little tinkle went down my leg.
Oh, my goodness. Wrestling fans, you heard this breaking news tonight, and it makes me look forward to Friday, March 18th even more. Of course, fans, you can visit our page on Facebook, the Tennessee Wrestling Federation. Even join our group because we have advanced ringside front row tickets that are available now. Those are meet and greet tickets, and those are available online, so you can purchase those with a debit, credit, PayPal, Cash App, whatever you'd like to do. Then, of course, we have our free general admission seats. And, Lance, we're expecting triple the amount of people that was there.
Had a lot of good response. Also, we need to reach out to our T-shirt lady because we have had a lot of people requesting.
Casey Atkins Keys.
Yes, requesting that these shirts be made. And they're wanting the wrestlers' names on the back and the event. And the last time... She didn't even have enough. She sold out. She almost sold out before she even sat down at her table. There was people meeting her, buying them.
Yes.
There was this one long-haired, beardy guy. They call him Uncle H. He bought like 10 shirts. So, I mean, quality shirts. She's the best in the business. And she will have her shirts set up. It'll be at the souvenir stand, and they'll be on sale. We just... and if you have a favorite wrestler there, if you get in touch with JoJo or whatever staff's working there, we will make sure you get a picture with them. We'll make sure you get, if you want a picture with the championship belts, you get a picture with them. This show will and always will be about you, the fans. TWF Wrestling was built here in Union County by you, the fans, for you, the fans. Okay? TWF, if we don't have no fans in those seats, there is no us. If it wasn't for the fans of Union County, there would be no Sexy Boy Lance Blaze. There would be no J. Diddy.
Sexy.
Okay? You all made me. And for that, I thank you all. And I'm forever in debt to you all. And I'll give it 110% anytime I'm out there. And for you fans. And you know what I love? Is when you got these little kids sitting out there and they're screaming your name and let's go. And you look over and that just drives you. That adrenaline that drives you that those little kids are screaming your name and wanting you to come on and chanting your name. But you know what else? Being in the line of work I've worked in, you never know what that little kid has went through at home. That could be one of the best experiences for that kid. So again, TWF, wrestling the way it used to be for you, the fans. Period.
We heard it from Lance Blaze, Dave Jones. What a night that's going to be.
That is a well-rounded statement of there, and I agree wholeheartedly. So I mean, it's going to be awesome. This show and then shows coming up. I know we've been talking a lot of stuff. We
definitely want to hit Tazewell, Tennessee, Claiborne County. We want to hit there.
Tazewell, yes.
And then we'll name some other towns once we branch out. But look, if you're interested or you got a place and you want TWF, reach out to JoJo, reach out to TWF page, reach out to myself, reach out to Jay Diddy. We'll make sure that we get wrestling to your town. We put a product out there that's worth something. Nothing worse than going to a show and you got somebody that bought them some tights, bought them some boots, even bought them a ring, and they call themselves a promoter or wrestler. We have too much of that going on now, and it's what's killing the indie business, is because you have greenhorn, jabroni, marks that are out here trying to act like they are pro wrestlers, and they couldn't lace up my boots, much less even tell you what ring psychology is, period.
Well,
that's a whole nother story.
Lance Blaze, we appreciate your passion for professional wrestling, especially here in the Maynardville area. And then, of course, the Hard Eggs, they need to make sure that they're ready for
Charles
March 18th.
Long, I'm glad to see you called your partner, your boyfriend, Jim Miller. Okay, I'm glad to see that you called him. And I hope that y'all give yourself a real good massage before you walk through that curtain that night. Because understand, you may walk to that ring, but you're going to be carried back, big boy. Okay, this has been a long time coming since the tri-state days when you had Charles Long, Tony Pritchard, when you had Felix and Alex Hutton, the Boss, God rest his soul, Sweet Cotton Candy, the Pack. We went up and down the roads together. You know what I'm about. You know I'm not scared. You boys better pack a lunch because it's going to be a long damn night for you all.
Wrestling fans, you heard it from Lance Blaze. Thank you for joining us tonight, Lance, and then, of course, Jay Diddy. And we're excited about March 18th. We hope you are. Tickets are available now through Facebook at Tennessee Wrestling Federation. And we'll be right back in just a moment. And then, of course, for more information on Wrestle Talk, it's Agenda Video 1 at yahoo.com. We'll be right back in just a moment.
See you there.
Hey, buddy. You tired of messing around with that old punk of junk?
Heck yeah!
Are you tired of throwing money and wasting it away on parts that just won't fix it?
Heck yeah!
Why don't you run on down to JV Auto Firm down in Madisonville, Tennessee?
JV?
JV, they got some awesome cars down there, great prices. Only thing you have to do is call you a tow truck, get down there right now. You see it, you try it, and then you buy it.
Hey, is this JV? Come get me. JV.
Hey guys, it's Rowdy Ronda. I'm out here in Massville, Tennessee, right off of 411 Highway. I'm at JV Auto Firms and 411 Automotives. I'm so excited to be here today. Tell you about all the great deals. You eye it, you try it, and you buy it.
I'm so glad you choose this little white 09 Sierra. You're going to be so happy with this thing. And if you've got anybody else, send them on out here. We got stuff ranging from 29 all the way up to 5,900. And we got higher end stuff like this 15 Murano Platinum Edition.
All I like is I can take this and right now.
It's yours, buddy. Oh, thank you, Miss Dixie. That burns you. Oh, so bad. Let's start it up. You'll be real happy, sir.
Dave Jones, I can't believe we had the one and only Lance Blaze here tonight. We've not seen him since October here on Wrestle Talk.
It's been a while. Well, I'm glad he came in there. And Diddy, were you responsible for that? Yeah, so you had him here. Thanks.
No problem, guys. It's always a pleasure to be with my boy Lance Blaze. He's one of the best in the business, and he's like one of my favorite people. But don't ever tell him I said that.
We learned a lot about you. You're the bodyguard of Lance Blaze. We didn't know that before tonight, right. And you got to be a good bodyguard to be the bodyguard of the tribe. And,
yeah, absolutely, brother.
And hey, I might need even me and Joe there.
You guys are good. I mean, as long as I'm here, nobody's going to touch you.
Pink Panther Troy, all kinds of stuff. Even, Rowdy Ronda has been kind of protecting me, her guys. Have you heard from Wolfman or any of them?
Crazy Tom?
Yeah.
Crazy Tom, have you heard from him?
I've not. I've received a strange video, but beside the point, yeah. So those guys, they're good protection.
Yeah, we need everybody when we get there. I've been trying to get a hold of Rowdy Ronda there. I've sent several texts here and everything. Just Rowdy, call me. Need to find out because I don't know if she even knows about that.
Rowdy Ronda, we want you to get better soon. Of course, she had a lot to do with, I think, with you being a part of the WIA, and the WIA work, of course, has been very important and essential here on Wrestle Talk. And Jay Diddy, speaking of that, you were in the corner of the Heartaches at the last, not the Heartaches, the tribe, and
yes.
The Heartaches member Tripp kissed your feet.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that happened. And there's a rumor circulating somewhere that related to the Forsaken Angels killed, there could be a similar situation. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, poor old Tripp, he had to have therapy after kissing my foot.
Trench mouth or something like that.
I mean, yeah, because it just, and I'd only washed my foot like a week before. I mean, I don't understand why he got so tore up about it.
Dave Jones, I'm being told by our producer that we have a phone call from Douglas Sanders. Is this Douglas Sanders of Forsaken Angels Guild?
Well, first and foremost, that's not much of an introduction. This is the fabulous one, the fabulous champion of the world, baby. It is Douglas Sanders. Yes, I am a part of the Forsaken Angels Guild. It's the best three-man unit to walk this face of the earth.
Well, of course, we have another three-man unit, and that three-man unit is the Tribe, which consists of J-Mac, Lynn Storm, and Lance Blaze. And, of course, their manager is Jay Diddy, and they're the champions. Have you ever given thought to any of the championships in TWF?
It's crossed my mind a few times, but ain't none of them as great and as precious as the fabulous title of the Forsaken Angels Guilds. We got our eyes on the tag team titles. Yes, sir, we do.
With it being Forsaken Angels Guild, do you think that if Jay Diddy wins this intergender championship on the 18th of March, that one of the Forsaken Angels Guild could come after Jay Diddy in that title? Is that possible with the Forsaken Angels Guild?
Well, you see, Jay Diddy's going to have to pull off a miracle against Violet because I have faced Violet before. I have a 2-1 record against her. So if he can magically beat her that night, then I know I can beat him. I know Sean Brooks can beat him. I know the beautiful Bobby Ray can beat him.
Well, this is the Forsaken Angels Guild, and Dave Jones, you've heard about this group, and
I have, yeah.
Now
a lot of things about these
almost
guys.
10 to 15 years, different versions of this group has run wild here in East Tennessee, and the current version of this group is the fabulous one himself, Douglas Sanders, and then of course Sean Brooks, and their manager is a legendary wrestler in his own right, and that's of course Bobby Raines.
Yeah, and all those young dudes.
Yes, young dudes, most certainly. Speaking of young dudes, Jay Diddy, you heard it from Douglas Sanders, and he could be stiff competition for you. What do you think?
Well, You know, I said it a few weeks ago on the show. At that show, I actually borrowed my knee pads from Douglas Sanders, and that is the reason I lost against Violet Adams because they're used to losing against her.
Are you saying he manipulated these things that he let you use, or what happened?
They were bad luck.
Bad luck.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were
Bad
jinx.
luck
That's the reason
pads.
why I lost my intergender heavyweight championship of the world.
Well, Douglas Sanders, we've seen you all over East Tennessee, of course, up in Rocky Top and in many other areas. As a matter of fact, I saw you at an event in Rockwood not too long ago. And Douglas Sanders, you are rough and tough, especially with the likes of Bobby Raines and Sean Brooks. And Jay Diddy, I mean, I wish you the best of luck. And
Weren't you at ETCW also? Douglas?
I go all around.
I thought he was.
I go all around East Tennessee. I go all around Georgia. But Jay Diddy, I heard you say that. You're blaming me for being a good person, for letting you borrow my knee pads. You're blaming me for losing. It's not my fault that you're a loser.
he's not a loser. Give me a break.
Done those knee pads proud. But I get it. Blaming people for your shortcoming. Let's see if you win that title. You're still big and talk. You know.
Oh, I fully plan on bringing my A game against Violet Adams on the 18th.
Well, I've heard rumors somewhere that Forsaken Angels Guilds could be lurking somewhere around the corner in the managerial area of Violet that night. Are you guys connected with Violet Adams somehow?
I, for one, am not connected with Violet Adams. Me and her share a history together, though. And, well, if I see fit that she may need some help, she may get some help. But as far as I'm concerned, she didn't need our help the first time, and she may not need our help again because, Jay Diddy, didn't you lose fair and square? I mean,
What?
you blame my knee pads, but I saw you take a three. I saw something like that, right?
Yeah, I lost fair and square, but you know, you can lose today, but you know, next time me and Violet Adams face each other, it's going to be a whole different story because, see, I've been running track, I've been lifting weights, I've been eating well, and I'm going to be ready for Violet on the 18th.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we've heard it from Jay Diddy and Douglas Sanders of Forsaken Angels Guild.
Let me ask him something. Hey, don't you guys wear a lot of pink? Do you know anything about Pink Panthers, and could you help me out on a situation like that? How do you manipulate those things?
So, I didn't realize I came on here to be disrespected, you know.
No
I
disrespect.
came on here to boost y'all's ratings. I am the fabulous one. I am the fabulous champion of the world. And you asked me that. You asked why we wear pink. Why do we do this? Sir, we wear pink because we look good in pink. You wish you could look as good as us in your regular attire, let alone
No disrespect. I'm just asking a question. It's a personal thing, vendetta thing that's going on against me. But you know, I just need a little help there. I thought maybe you're a nice guy and you could tell me something about that.
I was a nice guy until you brought up me giving you my knee pads and then blaming me for your loss. I mean, don't get me wrong. I blame a lot of people for my losses, for my losses, but you see, at the end of the day, those are legit. You know, it's like me tapping out. I was not tapping out. My hands were sweaty. You know, I did not quit. I faced Violet one time, and she choked me out, but wouldn't let go. You know, it's stuff like that where I have reasonable excuses and I don't lose. You know.
All right. Hey, no disrespect intended. I withdraw the question there. Sorry, Joe. Carry on with the interview.
I'm kind of glad to hear maybe he's not related to the Pink Panther, but
Yeah,
anywho, Douglas Sanders, the fabulous one, we'll see you in action on Friday night, March the 18th at Luttrell Park in Luttrell, Tennessee, and we're excited about it. This is going to be a great night of wrestling action, and we're excited about the return of the Forsaken Angels Guild.
Me too.
We are very excited. be coming up there and showing you guys what you're all about.
Well, Jay Diddy, you heard it from Douglas Sanders tonight, and of course his call interrupted our interview here.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice of him, was it?
And I don't
Sorry about
understand
that. Sorry to him. Hey, did I say anything that out of the way? I thought,
No, well, he acted like he got offended by when you said pink. And
well, that's what they wear, isn't it?
I mean, I know sometimes people get a little on the edge about that, but I mean, we just asked him a simple question.
Yeah, he got all he got his little pink spandex all in the water up there, didn't he?
Yes.
He got his gender or some kind of gender bent.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Most certainly. Well, wrestling fans, it's going to be an incredible night of action, and we're looking forward to Jay Diddy being a part of that. And hopefully, maybe you could win this intergender championship again.
Oh yeah, I gotta get my belt back. You know, because that belt is like my child. See, I didn't literally give birth to it, but I brought that belt to East Tennessee. See, I'm the only second guy ever to have the intergender belt. You know, Andy Kaufman, God rest his soul, was the first. So, Jay Diddy and that intergender belt have been tied together ever since 2005. When I lost that belt, it put me in a tailspin. You know, I've been wanting to get it back. And you know, I have nothing against Violet Adams personally, nothing. But when that bell rings, we're fine now. But when that bell rings, we're not friends. We're not compadres. We're not amigos. What we are competitors. And if I have to, I don't break the rules.
I've never seen it happen.
I bend them. I might bend them just a little bit, but I will win my belt back. I guarantee you I'll win my belt back.
Well, that's a big guarantee against the likes of Violent Adams, and fans, you'll want to see it Friday night, March the 18th at 7:30, Luttrell Park in Luttrell, Tennessee. And with that in mind, we'll be back with more right here on Wrestle Talk in just a moment. And welcome back to Wrestle Talk right here from El Mariachi in Maynardville, Tennessee on Maynardville Highway. And Dave Jones, you had some spinach nachos earlier, and those looked fantastic.
They were great. It was, I loved them.
And I believe we have a photo of Dave enjoying those nachos. So let's see that photo real quick. What in the world, Dave Jones? You were really enjoying those spinach nachos. Wow.
I was. Joe, I've just got an incredible text here about.
I see that.
Been trying to get a hold of Rowdy Ronda, and somebody's answering, and she's not been around. You know, hey, I'm just kidding when you and I were talking in the break there. Like, I wonder if she's kidnapped.
I certainly hope not. Of course, she's been looking into so much stuff lately.
Rowdy Ronda, if you can hear me, blink twice. Well, that's another thing. But if you can hear me, get some contact with us, with Joel, me, somebody here at the Wrestle Talk clan, and just let us know everything's all right there. You know, I hope, you know, Jerry Thunder's been doing some weird stuff, and I've got all this. I haven't made a report to her yet. I just need some contact there. I hope everything's cool, but we'll find out, I guess. But anyway, it's kind of stressing because I've never had somebody else answer from her phone.
Especially someone with her credibility with the WIA. I mean, everything she has, her phone number, everything is top secret. And I have a great concern, and hopefully this week, somehow, Dave, I hope you can find an answer to all this, and exactly if Rowdy Ronda's all right. I hope she is.
Yes, absolutely. There, so yeah, please contact us. Let us know what's going on. It's another crazy turn of events there, Joel.
It certainly is. Well, fans, it's been a wild night right here on Wrestle Talk, and it's going to get more wild when we come back in just a moment. We have special guests from right here
Some
at
fun stuff.
El Mariachi. We're going to have a great time. So we'll be right back in just a moment right here on YouTube's hottest show, Agenda Videos, Wrestle Talk. Wrestling fans, welcome back here to Wrestle Talk from El Mariachi on Maynardville Highway in Maynardville, Tennessee, where you can get delicious Mexican food 7 days a week. And you never know, you might see one of these two here. Of course, Say He, and then our friend from TikTok, Zigzag, Carla. And Carla, welcome back to Wrestle Talk. We were excited to hear about you last week, and some of our fans have mentioned to me that they've looked at your TikTok videos. How about that?
They're pretty awesome.
Yes. So what is your favorite crowd as far as TikTok? You know, you have a lot of people, a lot of demographics watch your videos. So who are you on TikTok? Really, who is your focal point on there?
Oh my gosh, that's a really good question.
Yes.
You're really far out there with that question. So I think that I kind of lean more towards people who are maybe just kind of from East Tennessee, like kind of redneck county, maybe even like a little bit of older people, because I am 38 and I do have like a lot of older jokes and stuff that I put on my TikToks and stuff. So I kind of listen to like late 90s, early 2000 music and stuff. So that's kind of where I fall.
Well, of course, Say He is here, and Say He has told me personally that you're one of his favorites that come in here. Is that true?
Yeah,
Say?
that's true. Just like I told you the last week, to me, she's not like a customer. She's like a family, and showing her. Come here.
Oh, we have another folk joining us here.
Yeah, yeah.
And, of course, we have so many people coming in and here on the Wrestle Talk set, and Dave Jones. There's so many more out here that want to bombard. But anyways, that's a sweet story. And of course, this is what is your name? And you guys look like sisters, maybe. I don't know.
We're sisters.
No, we're not.
Sisters. And Dave Jones, I can't believe this breaking news. These two are sisters here. Oh my goodness! Here he comes. Mask El Mariachi is in the house, and Mask El Mariachi, congratulations from last week. You know, Sonny Fargo, the fabulous one, was calling you a midget all night long, and you just eventually you got mad. Tell us about tell us about last week, and how did you win that match against Sonny Fargo?
You won.
I won. Let's look at somebody.
It's because you're strong.
A little bit.
Well, he's
a little strong, yeah.
And they have what's called around mighty short men. So you're a mighty short man, but you're mighty in that shortness. Well, Mas El Mariachi, welcome to Wrestle Talk again. Dave Jones found you, and he's our protection.
He was over
tonight.
here, yeah. That's what I want. I mean, you know, we called an ambulance for Sonny last week, and then he declined it, and they kept saying, I'm all right, and then he passed out in the parking lot, and we had to drag him to his car, and then started it, and just kind of left him sitting there. I guess he left eventually, I don't know, but, you know, anyway. Brutal guy.
He's meaner than a striped snake.
He certainly is, and we've seen it from him. And last week's chaotic episode of Wrestle Talk, we saw that with Sonny Fargo. Sonny Fargo was down on the ground. Of course, Dave Jones needs an ambulance. We called an ambulance, and Sonny Fargo didn't want to get in there. He kind of stayed in his truck for a while, as Dave said.
Beat him up.
But fans, this is what you see right here on Wrestle Talk. You got Dave Jones and myself, and of course the great crew here. Of course, our friend from TikTok is Carla, and then Say He, and this lovely lady,
Nevada.
Nevada.
That's my favorite place to
My
go.
little baby.
I haven't been.
Is his middle name Las Vegas?
Yeah.
That's a funny.
Not really, but California.
Okay. Okay. Stay there, right? Okay.
We will see more, of course, from Nevada and others right here on Wrestle Talk. And we hope you will be back, and of course, we'll be joined by Say He and Mask El Mariachi over
These
here.
guys are great.
Let me tell you something. We still have a challenge between
challenge.
Ken and I about the ice cream.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think you should have a challenge. I think that you should.
I forgot.
challenge each other.
See?
No, not this week. I ate 3 of them before we started.
Okay.
I've got
Not
pictures
this
of
week.
it.
It just be too much, okay?
So maybe next week.
Oh.
Maybe, yeah.
Definitely.
That-
Definitely next week.
That's
yeah.
what you said last week. Next week. So
He's a
come
little
on.
scared. You a little scared?
No. I'm an ice cream king.
Look at this muscle back here. Man alive, it's a gun show tonight. Well, fans, we will confirm it, of course, and we may see that fried ice cream eating contest after all. Well, the old clock on the wall says it's time to go. Yes. And both of these folks like fried ice cream. Free fried ice cream is available 7 days a week right here at El Mariachi. And El Mariachi is open when?
7 days.
7 days a week.
Best food in Maynardville.
Best food in Maynardville.
Yeah.
And say he's here and say what's your favorite dish here?
Carla.
Carla. Give me a break. Oh, wow.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, we went too far.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, fans, it's been a wild night, real wild here on Wrestle Talk. And a special thank you to my good friend, Mr. Dave Jones, for being here tonight. Of course, our special guest, we heard from Jay Diddy and then Lance Blaze. And then, of course, we had our telephone call tonight from Douglas Sanders. And what a night it was. We learned all this new information from, of course, the WIA. Dave Jones has been working hard. So I appreciate everyone. Thank you, Mascal Mariachi, as well.
Hey, for a sign-off, going to teach everybody the Dave way.
I'm telling you, we have a challenge next week. I'm telling you.
I'm with it. I've got my tag team partner, so
okay.
We'll have 2 mouths are better than one. So.
Okay.
I'm going to teach everybody the Dave way.
Him. He can get him.
All right, the
everybody
Dave
watching,
wave. Here
the
we
Dave
go.
wave.
All right, let's do it. Good night, everyone, from El Mariachi in Maynardville. Yeah.
Everybody do this. Yeah.
We look like a bunch of bushwhackers, don't we?
Hey,
Good night, everyone.
Promotion, everything, the food, the mariachi, you know.
Yes. Welcome back here. This is a very special promotional piece that we've saved for the very end after our credits. And of course, last week we saw this vicious attack from Mascal Mariachi onto Fabulous Sonny Fargo. And of course, I say he here is wonderful, and he was kind of the manager of this massive mammoth fella here with the muscles and everything. So last week, of course, here on Wrestle Talk, Sonny Fargo was calling you a midget, and that made you upset, didn't it?
En español.
Porque precisamente yo quería tener una pelea hoy esta noche, en especial.
Oh my goodness, really? He said he really want to fight tonight.
Oh, tonight.
But it's no Pink Panther, it's no White Scorpion or wherever. But he really want to fight tonight. But nobody show up.
Estaba listo casi para pelear. No
He
llegó
was
nadie.
ready.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, last week, Sonny Fargo had just pushed the limits with you, and we saw you hit him in the head, and he had bruises and banged up, and his eyeball came out. But congratulations on that victory last week. And can you really protect us from the Tennessee Thugs and the White Scorpion and all these?
Okay.
Que si se lo puede madrear al otro güey.
No quiere que sea el gorro.
He said
Así
you.
que
He said you can bring
el chiste es hacer ambiente para la gente.
anyone's come. He's gonna take care. Like
Well, these guys are here 7 days a week. Say he, and then of course Adrian. And Adrian has been speaking in the beautiful native language of Spanish, but Adrian knows more English than I do, and so that's good. And Adrian, he's one of the top waiters here, and you're lucky if you come. He might be in his mask, so he'll take your order in his mask. But Adrian, tell them about El Mariachi, and when are you here so the fans can see you? 7 days.
he don't want to talk now. He don't want to talk now because he's mad because he's supposed to have a match tonight.
Oh,
With you.
with Say He, really?
No.
Yeah.
I don't wanna mess with Adrian.
Do you
No,
see
no,
these fists up here? Oh my goodness! So he wants a match with you. You
No.
want a match with
no,
him?
No.
Are you? Can you beat him? It could be. We have all of our fans around, so fans, you could see it. Anything can happen right here on Wrestle Talk. And Say He, thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey, anytime, buddy.
And to all the staff at El Mariachi and everyone here at Wrestle Talk, good night, and we'll see you next week.